All right, what's up, everybody? Quick update on the indoor tent. I got the beets. They're growing pretty good. Just kind of started. I got some beet sprouts growing there. The arugula down there. I had 2 trays of that. One tray is gone. I ate it. Just started picking out of one corner. My ginger has just sprouted a little root there, sticking up. Bought some store onions, repotted them. They going. I've been currently kind of chewing off of these arugula here. But the video, quick, is an indoor survival garden. We're talking about prepping, right? Some good stuff to grow is basil, peppers, microgreens, lettuce, and other leafy greens. You can go to the dollar store and get pans to grow in. Not too expensive to get started. The benefits of an indoor garden is possible to produce a lot of food in a very small space, especially when you're using, shelving. You can grow vertical. It's high production in a small space. Grow food almost anywhere, a garage, on against a wall, in a closet, literally almost anywhere. Optimal would be for a south-facing window. One of the benefits would be no weeding, right? I got clean dirt. No insects in the dirt. The way it is, man, I ain't got to worry about no grasshoppers, no chickens, no wild deer. It's therapeutic and give you space to reflect and be mindful, of your day, your week, any upcoming plans that you may need to produce for productivity. I sit here and put my hands in some dirt and some pots and start growing. I got my little water bottle. I sit here and I spray some stuff down, just something easy from the dollar store. I make sure my basils is watered. They dry up the fastest. The rest of it, you can see, stays pretty damp. Not super damp, but wet enough, right? But the basil, they just appear to just want to continue to stay dry. But anyway, yeah, real therapeutic for me, man. Simple insect control. It speaks for itself, man. There's no ground cover where insects and worms and other pests can get to the food and destroy your crops. The number one is that the plants need light. Where there's artificial light, right? Or whether it's sunlight, sun through the window, LED or grow lights. You can use inexpensive LEDs. I think I bought this LED lamp for $10. I got the purple and the white. This is for bloom. It's a full spectrum. The number two is that the roots of the plant need room to grow. So think about planting in small planters, for in tubs that you can buy from the dollar store. They will be significantly larger than a cup or small planters, which will give room for the root to grow. I will make sure that the pot is plenty good to provide room for the roots. That's what you got to do. Me, I'm growing microgreens. I'm not really into something deep growing with roots, but you can get a couple Home Depot buckets, slap them in your little tent down here, and do what you need to do. I just got a 4x2x4, and it's doing what it needs to do. The number 3 point is providing good drainage, to make sure that you drill holes in the bottom of your tubs from the dollar stores or wherever you get your planters, to make sure that there's a place where the water to go. So here I got them double stacked, right? The top one has holes drilled in it, so when I water it, the other excess water goes down to the bottom. The number 4 thing is temperature. It's also, always a consideration. Sometimes, you need a heat mat to germinate the seeds. A lot of times the seeds need a certain temperature to germinate. However, if you utilize a grow tent like I do and keep it indoors, most of your seeds will germinate. Number 5, it's very important to move the air through your garden or your indoor grow tent. The plants and seedlings need firm stems and stalks to make the longevity of the plant be consistent. Your plants will get leggy and weak if you don't have wind pushing against them back and forth to make them sturdy enough to either go outside and continue to grow, and continue to regrow, to go outside and grow or continue to regrow indoors. You can utilize a small fan indoors to blow against your seedlings, to give them the strength that they need. It's like working out or flexing a muscle. You push against the weight or you push against the wall when you do push-ups, and that makes your chest and arms nice and strong. What we want is the same situation for our plants. We want them to grow up and be nice and strong. Number 6, you will need to fertilize regularly. For your plants, you can use fish fertilizer or create your own compost. Make sure that you use an organic fertilizer instead of intended for edible crops. For me, I just put some little coffee grounds in my bottled water, or either some super, super, super diluted coffee, and I do it that way. Number 7, the basic principle for higher yield is to harvest often. It makes the plants think, oh, I need to yield more. And it will allow it to begin to produce more on a pattern. You can't harvest too much. You should only harvest about a third of the plant at a time, and they'll continue to grow well. Number 8, plant new crops continually. Most plants have a life cycle and they will stop producing sooner or later. Make sure that you have a rotation of a new pot of plants after you feel you're getting down to the end of a plant's life. You'll be able to tell how fast it's growing and how much it's still pushing off. For me, I go about 3 or 4 cuttings, like on peas. When I'm doing peas, I'll let them get past the first, leaf here, then get to their first true leaf. I'll allow that to grow, and then I'll cut it back down to the first true leaf about 3 times. Number 9, plan for a power outage. We have backup power in a small solar charger that will last for about 72 hours with one charge. You could buy one of them for about $200, and that's enough to run this 10-watt light for days, man. Number 10, plant propagation. Keep some cuttings in water, right? Or dirt to continue rooting new plants. So have fun with this, man. Always, spend what's in your budget. Think about the size of your family and the portions that you need. Start small, be realistic, and plant what you like. Inside is also a protected environment. Security, growing your food without, passerbys stealing your food or raiding your garden. Always think about that. So planting indoors is nice, it's safe. But as I say, man, make sure that you start small, be realistic, and plant what you like. And with that, I'm going to say peace.